a lot of young children being harassed by an older man. Hello and welcome again to Lost the Plot, the comedy, improv, movie-making game show thing that we kind of do sometimes here on... Well, it's the only thing we kind of do here.
Yeah.
We're going to try and mix that up somewhat this year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
What we do on this show is we draw a genre card, a location card, an actor, and a wild card. And then what do we do with all that information that we've got in our minds?
Well, we try to create a film, but usually it just turns into a shitstorm of nothing.
There you go. Got an endorsement there. Carry on watching.
5 stars.
And card number 1. Genre card.
Genre card. It's a sword and sorcery film.
Okay.
Alright. Fantasy.
And where is this sword and sorcery film going to be set?
Sword and sorcery film set in Neverland.
Okay, so a bunch of never-aging children and then some fully grown men constantly harassing them.
Sounds about right. A lot of magic going on as well.
Yeah, and some magic too. We got a Tinkerbell here or two. You know what else was called Neverland? Or Neverland Ranch?
Okay.
Because this doesn't specify whether it's Neverland or Neverland Ranch. So this could be Michael Jackson's former home and theme park.
It could.
Which also featured a lot of young children being harassed by an older man.
I'm gonna move on because it doesn't sound like it's going down a good road.
No. Okay.
No. It's Cal McLaughlin.
Oh, sweet. Cal McLaughlin.
Cal fucking McLaughlin.
A damn fine cup of coffee.
I like it so far. But, as ever, we always just need to throw a spanner in the works because we don't want to make life too easy for ourselves, do we?
No, because if you make it too easy, then you start coasting. And when you start coasting, you start mumbling, and then you just carry on. It's just it becomes pointless to watch, and it's just useless. So let's draw that wild card.
Okay.
Yeah? What we got?
This is sort of like a dream casting of mine. So this is something I would always like to see in which Cal McLaughlin is Batman.
Oh, yes!
Right?
Fuck yes!
Yeah?
Oh yeah! He's Batman, man.
Careful with the effing and the jeffing. Because I'm just saying, with YouTube cranking down, cranking. YouTube's trying to clamp down on people, being irresponsible. So like doing things, it's really hard now. We need to get so many thousands of hours of viewers to be able to do anything with any of this. Most of those will most likely be children. And if I know anything about children, they don't like swear words, they don't like dead bodies, they don't like being sold to.
Look at this spread.
Quite the spread. But first things first, it's a sword and sorcery.
Yeah.
And I know how much you love sword and sorcery, so I actually just have the thing just at hand. Keeping with the Dungeons and Dragons flair.
Ooh.
Got a D20 and a... Let's just see what happens, eh?
14. 14, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Okay. What? What?
I don't know. I got a wand and a horse.
That seems to have solved everything.
Yep. Well, that was useless. Okay, so it's set in Neverland.
Yes, it's set in Neverland.
Where is Neverland?
Which one?
Either.
Well, Neverland's, is third star to the right and straight on till morning.
Cool.
Neverland Ranch, I'm pretty sure, is just in children's nightmares. If I'm correct, I think Macaulay Culkin would disagree with you. I feel that he would find that a horrible place to be.
Less about Macaulay Culkin and more about Cal McLaughlin. Say that 3 times fast. Now, Cal McLaughlin's performance in films such as June and things like that makes me think he'd be quite set up to do sort of a sword and sorcery style, because very similar. You've got to be able to just say a lot of mumbo jumbo and a lot of just made up stuff, and make it sound convincing. Also, Kyle MacLachlan in the recent season of Twin Peaks played like 3 different characters, on all very well.
Indeed.
But the one that strikes me the most for this particular situation is my good old boy Dougie.
Of course it is.
Dougie's filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Dougie owning like a Neverland Ranch style place, I think just sounds like a dream come true.
It sounds horrible.
And also, because he's got the kind of money to run Neverland Ranch, why not also have the kind of money to just be like, I'm going to be Batman? There was the story of Michael Jackson that he wanted to pay so much he was going to buy the licenses to make the movie rights to Spider-Man so that he himself could be Spider-Man because he wanted to be Spider-Man so much.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
What if this eccentric billionaire that Kyle MacLachlan's playing has so much money that he knows who Batman exists in this world as a comic book fictional character, but he's got the money to make it happen. And the childlike sense of wonder.
I kind of like this. Okay. I mean, I don't know whether Dougie would be perfect for Batman. He seems a little bit too simple to be pushing it that way.
My boy.
I'm not saying he isn't like.
He's an insurance savant.
But he doesn't seem like the person who'd be proactively going out there and stopping crime.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's more like he'd be running into crime and just so happens to solve it, like he did with the gunman.
It's more that he has the money to do it. I'm not saying he's any good.
No, I'm asking about his proactivity. I don't think
Where are we out of this?
pushing
You're building
forward
a giant
against-
palace to come and attract the children. And then the one sprinkle on top, you're like, we got roller coasters, we got every arcade game you could ever want, we got all the toys in the world. Oh,
we've
by the
also
way,
got a
Batman's
Batcave.
there. And the Batcave too, I guess, yes.
Wait. What would be more exciting? Batman or the Batcave?
What's more exciting, meeting your idol or visiting their house when they're not in?
Visiting their house when they're not in.
That is good point, yeah. So yeah, the Batcave will have to be there too, but Batman will be in. But Kyle MacLachlan dressed as Batman. And I'm not saying he is going to be Dougie. I'm just saying he has that he can carry that childlike sense of wonder. So he's a bit more of the Adam West style Batman than that kind of Batman.
Okay. So
Right.
he's more on
'Cause
the
it's-
idea of pulling quips
Yeah,
out.
it's the whole thing, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where does the sword and sorcery bit?
Well, this is where I'm coming in now.
Okay,
This is me adding to your idea.
alright.
Right,
Yes,
so
and-
Neverland Ranch is basically his castle.
Okay.
He is the king and he rules over
And
this
you
place.
are the dirty rascal.
Yes, you are the dirty rascal. But the thing is like to live in there, you've got to give up your kids to his like ranch.
Seems reasonable.
You know, like you're paying to live within his walls, and he just so happens to. This is the whole thing of he's trying to build a theme park for the kids because it's not like an evil thing. He's teaching the kids how to be proper, how to succeed in life with their mud.
Terrible theme park.
No, that isn't the theme park. That's what he's doing with them. The
Okay.
theme park is on the side so they can have fun when he's not teaching them stuff.
Okay.
Very simple and clearly what used to happen in the medieval times.
Yes, sure.
The thing about the theme park is if he's trying to build a theme park and people are stealing wood and things like that, bad things are going on.
Who's stealing wood? Batman should stop
that.
this from
No,
happening.
no, that's why he needs to be Batman.
Oh.
See, he's like, I can't go down there as the king because then people won't respect me properly. It'll look like I'm just flaunting my power everywhere. Whereas if I go as a masked vigilante, nobody knows who he is. Nobody will ever be the wiser that it's him. And he can be a hero on two fronts.
Right. What if these bandits that are stealing things, they're not stealing wood and supplies like that, they're stealing evidence, because they're the FBI. don't know why any of that was in air quotes.
What's the FBI turning up?
Because he runs a ranch that attracts lots of children and he takes them away from their parents and just keeps them and says, don't worry, I'm teaching them manners and proper behaviour. So that's why the FBI.
Somebody's stealing my children.
What else?
I must stop this
But
as
it is-
Batman.
But in some kind of like M. Night Shyamalan
Kind of way.
so M. Night like kind of way is there's this big twist where actually from his point of view, you know, he's dressing as Batman, he's protecting these kids, he's going around and taking out these bandits. That's the right proper use of the air quotes, because that's what he's seeing in his mind. But the actual reality is that that's not what's happening at all. It's the FBI raiding him and they're coming in.
I feel like as soon as we're going to do it within his internal world,
Yes.
we go back to the sword and sorcery thing. So there's a dragon, like
Yeah.
an ogre, and they're all kind of like, as they're on it, you're kind of working out that there is like fears and
Their
doubts and their representations of
So he has to battle each one of those and overcome them.
to find out that he's in
So
the real
each,
world.
yeah, that each one that he does, he becomes more and more in with the real
Yeah.
world, or does the more and more his sort of internal self-defense mechanism as he starts to conquer these actually makes the fantasy more and more extreme and elaborate, and it's this constant build of this thing growing and growing, and isn't this fantastic and isn't this great, and I'm Batman, the swashbuckling sword and sorcery hero, and then straight down, plummet, boom. Here's what's happened.
The painful thing is, with the moment he realizes this, he snaps and he's like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" This is the moment that the Children of Rebellion start.
I don't think enough films end with like some man being like stabbed to death by a bunch of children.
Exactly.
I think it's like that kind of heartwarming thing that cinema's missing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's only Children of the Corn that's actually hit that perfectly.
Okay, so I know exactly what we need to call it.
Okay.
Never say Neverland.
Never say Neverland.
Because then Neverland is an embodiment of all his like sort of, you know, his sort of inner emotions and everything like that, and it's something that even though it was something he built up and he intended it to be great, it was in the end it was his downfall.
It's quite true. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. Kyle MacLachlan in Never Say Neverland. Alright. Do you know what?
Yep.
I've got the perfect way to end this. With all the sword and sorcery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
On guard. Oh.
It's really hot. Yeah. Like you never see them when they're on the thing. You never see them like sweating as much as like it's like
It's really hot.
it's like really hot. What?